Move glasses up.
Right here.
Appreciate it.
Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I write my eulogy. Ask the mirror how you put up with this foolery. In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, go with a dance. Puerto Rican.
3 Jalen Smith, he's a linebacker.
Looking daddy, couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy.
Alright, we straight.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply...
Lamar Jackson, mobile quarterback. Alright, man, I'm not waiting all day.
And that's the 25-yard line.
You did all that to connect your mic, bro. Yeah.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
There we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run.
Do I absolutely have to like this instant first?
No. Oh, fuck, you're back. Damn it. I hate when you do that shit.
I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the...
Oh, my gosh.
Following the penalty, Michel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Throwing is Jackson to Michel on the screen.
Even then, we can't knock that bitch down.
They win nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
No, here, hold up. Hold on.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right
Princess,
there.
get the fuck out of my face right now.
Throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hold on. You always say, when a play is about to go on.
Jackson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash.
Cross
Dropped
it,
at the
across
1.
the middle.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. And they will run it with Michelle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Sony Michel punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
Pressure comes, and the Titans...
What the hell?
Bring him down. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On play action, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right this time.
Why did you throw it right there?
Intercepted.
Why wouldn't you throw it to Grady?
And they'll take over inside the 45
Oh
at the
my
44-yard line. Again, this is Michel looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm a possession behind. Just remember that. I'm a possession behind. You don't have to know what it means.
On second down, Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Because I didn't do nothing. I'm a possession behind.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm tired of playing from fucking behind.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
Yeah,
you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
I missed him. I fucking missed him. I should have waited half a second.
Mark him down at the 49.
That was a good block of the throw.
29 yards that time.
I'll get to you that way.
A first down throw for Prescott.
And then you fucking give up the sack? How does that happen?
TJ Watt in there to bring
Come on, man.
For a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense.
It is.
Sack.
But there's no reason we should be taking it.
Second down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take. Is that
because Dak Prescott can't make that throw?
You hear me laughing,
or what?
I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39,
like I'm not making no panic throws. He's not doing nothing spectacular.
They begin with Michelle on the ground, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pick on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's it, baby. 3 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Play action.
Now a play fake here on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson now. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And give him a gain of
This nigga got a wide receiver core from heaven. Oh my gosh.
But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
Oh, my corner's going to tackle, sir.
Can knock a defense off balance. That'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Detroit!
Why did we shift?
Watching now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about
corner's
finding
gonna
a
tackle.
lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Over!
They'll try to run it in, Michelle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Michelle.
Oh my gosh.
One in for a Titans touchdown. Sony Michelle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Gano the extra
fucking
point,
toss.
and that makes our score 17-0.
You gotta get points here.
Gano out to kick this one away. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. To the air again.
Oh my gosh!
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bart puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we are halfway home. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line?
All right, here we go.
Let's get
Lucky,
back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I'm getting hold on tips.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Watch him now, Barney!
They get it to him running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, this is Michelle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Houston. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
He's running a lot of
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Dumps it off to Nixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, how do you not go for the ball? What in the world?
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Yo, what more do I have to do here?
29-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michelle, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, They had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now out comes Houston. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Got some real estate inside.
Why take him so long to get running?
Out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Prescott off play action. And now here's another interception. Anthony Averett.
He doesn't get over there.
He'll return it to the 20.
He doesn't get over there.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount.
Dak Prescott's on the block.
At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
This is... Well, he got me on the 3rd game. It's crazy.
Watch it now, Barney.
And it's Michelle once again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go field goal. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he slips
and
up
while
past
that play went, this motherfucker hits his goddamn running back in the
Tennessee
backfield.
getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back.
First carry.
Line.
He should fumble that. I'm sorry.
3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Give me a pick real quick, fellas. I'll wake up.
On second down, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free. And
He's going to try that play again. He's really going to hit the tight end.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got him. Loss complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the return goes out to his own 17-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Oh, no, wrong button. And that bitch lagged. I had 2 running up. He's trying to guard. He's trying to guard 3 himself.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
This shit hit me way too late.
You're a nice
Oh,
guy.
my
That
gosh.
was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception.
I guess my goddamn team just invisible when the ball's in the air. That's fucking crazy. That is crazy.
And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the ground is Michelle.
Man.
And then he touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano.
Yeah, it's moving slow right now.
Winds up successful.
What?
Gano out to kick this one away.
I'll be out there in a second. This game almost over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Dak Prescott on the block.
Pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And
bro, come.
Incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They don't want me to win a ship in this league.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Michelle. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Godot's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to
How, Joe?
Because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This nigga is crashing down on
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the
Wow.
AFC Championship game after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Not
And they
today.
only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to
He's
be
really a man.
incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your
Like,
day. There's
dead-ass
another
running man.
right there on 3rd down.
Nope.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun. Gun. 47. 26.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete.
So now you want to overthrow receivers.
And now, boy, the
I need you to overthrow receivers. You underthrow.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. On the ground, Michelle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
You got 4.
Down to a knee here.